we're back.
We are back, yeah.
Yes, we are back. So, yeah, sorry about guys, but as you can see, I've moved home. So, I'm currently sat in the living room broadcasting on my son's laptop.
It's fine.
It's the most basic. I'm actually on a green TV tray doing this. It's the most
that's
basic.
all right.
But I've got Julie by the side.
It's great that you're here, Mark, and yeah, we missed you.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't do it last week on my own because I didn't feel that it was right. It's the two of us, and it should always be the two of us. So
we survived. We got here. We got the van the Saturday, and we were working up until midnight moving stuff on the Saturday night, and then the Sunday, I think we finally shut all the doors in here about 8 o'clock in the evening. Big Sprinter van. We did about a heck of a lot of runs. So. Yeah, it's been a real hard slog, but we're in and we're getting there. And like I've just been saying to you, Kev, we've got wood coming tomorrow, so I can start putting up shelves and desks and all that stuff.
It does take time.
It does, but yeah, I'm happy to be back because this is my little escapism from everything.
New year, new start, new room, new everything. So yeah,
definitely. And hopefully some new part works.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing new stuff in here as well. So I've got a load of camera mounts that I've got to go up here, and I've got a load of cameras, and they're going to start. It's going to look a little bit more professional. This is all getting painted, and some shelves are going up with lighting on and everything else. So yeah, next year is going to be a little bit bigger for us here at the Nexus. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping I've got a bit more room so I can do other bigger things as well. So, you know, it's
a little bit of room, but it gives me enough top right space and stuff to do stuff. But yeah,
I just won't have my own self-contained room anymore. That's the only thing, because we're only living now in a double and two single house. So the other one was two doubles and a single, so I could use the single. But it's fine. What can you do? We had to move, and that was the, the thing.
Yeah. I mean. We went from a big, and I mean a big 3-bedroom house to a very small 3-bedroom house. And I've sort of dotted about places in the house, and I've finally got a place now because they've done the kitchen. It's a small area, but I like it. It's my little cubbyhole. It's mine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, as you can tell, we've also got the cat in the background, so you know.
I've got the alien tail. You can actually see how that alien tail is. There's still 2 more bits to it.
Oh, right.
So if I grab it, there's still another 2 bits on the end here. But you can sort of, I can almost wear it.
Yeah.
But there's still 2 more bits to go on that. And I'll put that. But yeah, it's getting incredibly big now.
Yeah. So I have been sort of keeping up with things as over the week, because obviously we were off last week, and I was just sort of trying to keep track. It's not been easy, but so the first thing I came to you about is the Skyline being delayed. Yeah.
Obviously, influencers and everyone like myself was told the 11th of December. Obviously, as you've realised, that time has come and gone. There has been a slight delay in it. All I know now is that it's definitely going up for pre-order in December. So keep an eye on Fan Home's page, because they've done a few release sort of tester things. They've done the Star Trek ship. They've put that up, and there's other stuff as well. But because of that, apparently it's pushed the Skyline further. But the plan is for the website to go up in December, and the first patches to start shipping in January. They said to me that's still their case, so we just have to keep an eye on the website and that. We've only got another week until the big day, so it might be this week. We're still in December the following week, so just keep an eye on it. It will go up.
It's a tough time of year. It really is.
Yeah, I think everything sort of clambers on top, doesn't it? It's a weird time.
Yeah. Well, I think over the Christmas period, all we're going to be doing is trying to set up things, and
Yeah.
What else can you do? But you did say obviously about the Lancaster with Hachette.
Yes. So what I've been told is that the website goes live this week. It should go live. It's normally about a week or two before it actually comes out. It's normally about 4 or 5 days before it's actually released in the shops, so they can get interest and you can sign up and all that sort of stuff. So it should be this week. Should anything from, I would say, Wednesday onwards, keep checking the website. Website is still there. It's just like an interest page one where you remember the Tumblr one. Yeah. Also, it's worth noting that when the Tumblr came out, the Wednesday after Christmas, the website was live before Christmas.
Gosh, has the Tumblr been out for a year now?
Yeah. Batman Tumblr was released. It was the Christmas release. It was just after. It was the first Wednesday after Christmas. It was released.
Doesn't seem a year since that was released. It really.
No, and I think one, because we've not had many parts for it, and two, because the first 10 issues were staggered.
Yeah.
So it came out every 2 weeks for the first 10 issues.
Yeah, they did that with
and it came out weekly. Yeah, which I believe the same thing's going to happen with the Lancaster as well. There's going to be a staggered release of that. But yeah, the website should be up before the big day. So any time from Wednesday onwards, but it might go up tomorrow. Just keep refreshing it every day. Just keep refreshing it. It will come up. Yeah. But it's due to go live before Christmas. So
fingers crossed for that one then.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do feel Hachette do get it right around their Christmas releases or New Year releases. They kind of
they've been pretty specific. They're quite good with timing and stuff. They've been doing it a long time. They know what the game is. They don't rush anything, and everything's set to when it's supposed to be released. So the website should be released, and then we can see if anything's changed or what's happened to it. Because I mean, you've got a lot of people worrying about the diorama or what they've changed on the model. We were talking about it, whether they've changed the electrics on it, what sort of changes they could do. I don't know, but yeah,
right.
We'll find out.
I'll do a quick review on what it's like to move home and change your address with part work companies.
What I've learned is it doesn't.
Right.
I shouldn't really say that because
I don't have any subscription with IXO. Agora, I couldn't log in on their new portal. I had to log in on an old portal to change address. Fanhome and D'Agostini took 2 separate phone calls. So one to Fanhome, can you change over them?
Yep.
Then one to D'Agostini, can you take over them? Even though it's the same customer service department.
Yeah.
Hachette, easiest one ever. Phone them up. What's the new address? Right, we've updated it.
The good thing is, though, I've seen on the groups that even if you do change your address, it doesn't necessarily mean it moves over. I've heard horror stories on the Facebook groups where people have changed their address and then they still send to the old address.
Well, good news is if that happens, I have redirected my mail for 3 months. So
that's good then. Yeah.
Whatever comes to the old address will come here eventually.
Yeah. Have you checked your portals? Has it changed on all the portals?
Not yet, because it only changes with Fanhome and D'Agostini when the next delivery goes out. So what I had with Fanhome and D'Agostini, I can check when the camper van is due to go out.
Yeah.
And that's because that hasn't come out yet. But with Fanhome and D'Agostini, you've got to wait until your next delivery comes out in order to check which address it's gone to.
Right.
So,
I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a couple of things as well before I get into chat. Me and Kev, we set up a Fanhome main group a few months ago. We are 2 members of 500 on that one. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. If anybody
only 2 members away from 500, so hopefully tonight we get the next 2, and then.
And you'll have to excuse me because I'm only on one screen here. But something that else has been released by Partwork Upgrades is the 1/8 or 1/16. I'm going to say this right.
Chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
Yeah. If you say that too fast, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not 9 o'clock yet.
No.
So for that, I'm also going to put that in the chat as well. The link for that. And Ian, if there's any more links, I can see you in the chat that you want to throw in there. Just go for it, bud.
Yeah, Partwork. What was it? Partwork collections as well. There's a lot more stuff on the website now.
Yes. So there's been a lot happened since I was away. Not in new releases, but with things
happening. Yeah. I mean, we should be talking really about the Skyline, but it hasn't released yet. I don't think I think everyone was supposed to get their first shipment of ET. I don't know if anyone's received that yet, but I think some people have started, like they've posted out the first pack of ET to people. I haven't seen anything yet, so it looks like no one's got it yet. But as far as I'm aware, I think the first packages have been sent out. Nothing else from Fan Home my end has been released yet. So the only delivery I've received this month and the stuff that's been posted out this month was RoboCop. So nothing's moved on the Transformer, Enterprise, or the what's the other one? Knight Rider.
Right.
So nothing's been. I'm wondering whether because they know what's coming up, because they're because of Christmas and everything and the deliveries. I'm wondering if they've sort of postponed it until after Christmas and then start shipping normally again.
Possibly. Wait till things die down again because of obviously these sometimes they're not sent within the UK. They're sent from Europe. And then distributed in the UK. So
some of them are from Europe, some of them are from the UK. So it's weird how some of the partworks are here and there and everywhere.
Yeah. So but, it's been interesting. I think that's the best time to really set up a new desk is when it's Christmas time because there's not much to get out anyway. So
no, that's right. Yeah, it's a very quiet month anyway. It's always been a quiet. I mean, we've been doing this for years. It's always been like a quiet month, December. I think it's because you have Christmas and you got the 3 weeks before, sort of everything's sort of crammed in that 3 weeks, and then afterwards it's sort of dead. Everything's dead, so it sort of picks up again. And I think that's because it's sort of broken up, like it is.
I'm just literally rubbing my hands, going marathon build when I come back.
Yeah, lots of content, lots and lots of content.
Yeah, but it's just paused at the moment. So things will be coming back. I'm doing live streams. I'm just the builds at the moment. Well, they're buried, literally buried.
Yeah, just no rush. Just take your time, and they'll be there when you're ready, Mark, and so will everybody else. So
I'm just really antsy to start building again.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I get like that with certain builds.
Yeah, I just really want to get going again, but just got to wait and be patient.
Yeah, I mean the alien build. Thanks to Agora Models to send me the packs. So they sent me 2 packs. I'm waiting for the last pack to come. But I was really eager to start the alien again, get it up because it's nearly complete. So there's that. I don't think there's anything else on the Knight Rider. I'm up to about issue 70 now, so there's not much left. I don't know how many issues that is. That 110 issues? I think it's 110 issues.
I think so.
Knight Rider. So there's not many issues left or packs of that. But the new ones I'm going to be starting in the new year will be obviously the Knight Rider, obviously the Nissan Skyline. I'm definitely doing that. And the only other one I know of, which is the Batman figurine from Hachette. That is due for release. I think it's in January. I will be doing that as well. So
there's a couple I've got my eye on. So I've got my eye on the Apache from Agora. The Mura will have finished by then, which is great. The Lancaster Bomber. And I don't know when, but if the 1/2 scale Darth Vader. Yes.
Yeah, if that does come out, I will be I'll be in that line as well. I'll definitely be doing that one. I seem to be moving more to the the figurine stuff now because of space for starters, but also because they're quite good.
Yeah.
I know I've had the problems with the Alien. We won't touch that. The Terminator was really good. And then we've had Optimus Prime, which is another, again, you know, I'm massively impressed with this.
Yeah.
With the amount of metal in it as well. There's not a lot of plastic. It's really nice. But yeah.
Right. Okay.
Should we get onto the chat?
Yeah, we will do. So there was a couple more in, but like always, StreamYard deletes them. So the first one I've got in is Horlicks saying, good evening all. Evening, Horlicks.
Hi, Horlicks.
And then we've got Dano's Universe saying, hello, everyone. Hi, Dano. Dano is live at 8 o'clock tonight with his Enterprise, so I'll be needing to hop off here a little bit early to get over there to help Dano. So, yeah, but we will get all the chat out. So next we've got is Stephen Belcher, who says, hi, all. Hi, Stephen. And then we've got Spider Spruing saying, hi, all. Hi, John.
Hi, John.
I haven't got my normal mouse to do this. It's annoying. Right.
Oh,
I know. Next, we've got Marvel Phoenix. Todd saying hello and good evening, all.
Hi, Todd.
And then we've got Scott Duggan says, evening, all. Missed not having this last week. Mark, you're selfish for moving, LOL. I wish I'm knackered. I really am. I think I've dropped a stone in weight as well by moving.
I can imagine. I know what it's like. So, yeah.
So I'm just moving this down. We've got Ian Campbell in saying hi. Hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Right, hang on. I'm just trying to move this down because I'm just trying to do the comments that, yeah. So next one is Ian who says evening, host. So evening, Ian. Thank you for coming in. And then Todd says, look at Mark's new digs.
Yeah.
Trying. So the house is smaller than the previous one, but we just got to make it work the best we can.
It was the same for us when we moved from the bigger house to this one. You sort of, you don't realise how much stuff you've got until you move. That's the thing that I noticed.
I thought I had a mass because we ordered a skip.
Yeah.
And we absolutely chucked out a load of stuff. And yeah, we still got more than what we thought we had. So
that's what we did.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
So Todd says, happy to see you guys back. Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, Todd.
We probably won't be here next week. Well, the next couple of weeks, because next week is Christmas Eve. And the week after that is New Year's Eve. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I might do something for New Year's Eve. I don't know yet.
Let me know.
Yeah. I don't know if we can make fun for New Year's Eve or something. I think Christmas Eve's a bit close, and I think there's a lot going on Christmas Eve, especially here in our house. There's a load going on Christmas Eve, so I probably won't be available. So, but Christmas, New Year's Eve, yeah, we'll have to try and do something funny. I don't know.
We'll have to get stinking caps on for that.
Yeah, yeah,
definitely. We've got Neil Radcliffe says, good evening, Mark, Kevin, all in chat.
Hi,
evening, Neil. And then we've got Peter Webster in saying, hi,
hey.
Mark. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Right, sorry, I prefer my mouse. And Ian says, Kev, you need to do a big push on the awards. Need some folks sharing their opinions for 2023.
Yep, I'm going to be doing posts every week now up until it cancels. So I'm going to post tomorrow. I'm asking Agora and Fan Home if they can put it in a newsletter. Also, Ian, if you could put it in a newsletter, that would help massively as well.
Right. We'll just explain on that one, Kev. I was going to do it, but then when you're moving from local authority to local authority, they don't give you much time to pack up and, like you would do. We had to be out in his previous house within a week. So Kev sort of messaged me and said, look, take the load off. I'll do the wards again this year and get yourself sorted. So Kev stepped in and said, I'll do it again this year. So if not, it would have been me, but with the things that
and we're doing it for the end of January. So it's more of a end of year sort of thing. Yeah. And Todd's been helping me with that with like the graphics and the videos, and he's going to help produce the night as well. It looks absolutely amazing. I cannot stress how professional this is going to look. It's going to look really nice.
Yeah, I might try and be there that night if you still want me there.
That would be nice. That would be brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't mind coming along and doing some chat or whatever, while you and Kirsty do the awards. So, right. So, Peter says, hi, Mark and Kev. And then we've got Spider Spruce says, good evening, Mark and Kev. So, evening, John.
Evening.
I really don't know how he is doing that Eiffel Tower from IXO.
The fibre optics that does. When I saw it had all those fibre optics, I was like, nah.
I've
seen people do the DS9 Star Trek, the Deep Space Nine model with fibre optics, and I'm like, nah.
I don't know. Honestly, yeah. Horlick says, if I can model in this room, anyone can model. Yeah, that's very much agree. I have got more room doing it in the living room. It's just, it's got to get it set up. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I have got more room to do bigger things, which is great. It's just that there's going to be a living room on one side, me on another. So
yeah, well, when I first moved into this house, the girls shared a room, and when I was doing my builds, it was in the smaller room. Then the girls got bigger and they needed a separate room, so we split them. And then that's when I started filming front room, dining room. Anywhere I could find a space I could do a build, that's where I built it.
Yeah.
So a good 2 or 3 years, I was building like in the dining room. You must notice my dining room's the one with the wrestling belts all along the back.
Yeah.
So that's my dining room. So if you've ever noticed.
And the Terminator.
Yeah, the Terminator is actually in our front room. And if you remember, I used to have like a TV behind me as well. That's also in the dining room as well. That's on the breakfast bar in the dining room. So yeah, that was all in the dining room. So I've had to sort of, and now I've got this own my little space now. So
it's all right, because if I'm working in the living room, that means I can have the Enterprise above the TV.
Yeah.
I'm having the Enterprise above the TV. If I'm being demoted to the living room and you get our bedroom as a craft room, I'm having the Enterprise above the TV. Yes.
I'm not saying nothing.
There you go. See, somebody was allowed to have an Enterprise above a TV.
No.
Yeah, mine's going to go in the front room. But this week I was like, well, when I was doing the Alien build, I was like, well, the Alien build's going to sit next to the Terminator. Yeah, when I put the legs next to the Terminator, I was like, no, it can't stay there. It can't stay there. If you saw the video, it was the pelvis is to the shoulders of the Terminator, and that's how big it is. So there's no way it can sit next to it. So I'm going to have to sort of plant it somewhere. We'll find somewhere for him.
Definitely. The only other solution is eventually I maybe get something out in the garden, a bit like what Wayne's got, like a work shed.
Yeah.
Maybe I can do something out there, but it's money and everything. It's I'd have to be saving up for quite a few years. So, but that is possible in the future. So we do have a big enough back garden for that to happen. Peter Webster says, when are they shipping the ET?
Yeah, it should have been. I think it's this week, or not this week, this month. I think some people said on the group that they had got shipping notifications that it started shipping out. So I believe it started. So people should start receiving their first packs. But with Christmas and everything else, it'd probably be after Christmas now. But you never know; it could turn up tomorrow.
Well, Scott Duggan actually says the same thing. Any news on when ET is releasing, as it's originally said December?
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think people had started. It started shipping out, I think, this week. But there's been a lot going on in the background of Fan Home. So maybe they've pushed it a week. I don't know. But as far as I'm aware, people had been saying in the group that there had been some movement. So there had been shipping or processing. I think it was shipped. So it normally takes about 14 days, isn't it, from Fan Home, from when they say they've shipped out to when you get it.
I always say it takes about 2 working weeks. Monday to Friday. Yeah, Monday to Friday for 2 weeks. Yeah. Peter Webster says, I'm still waiting for my DB5 Pack 2.
Yeah. Once again, Peter, on the Facebook group, someone's already received Pack 2. So they have been sent out because someone's already received it.
Right. Cool.
So, yeah.
We've got Burgess in saying evening all. Evening, Burgess.
Hi, Burgess.
And then we've got Dave McBill says, evening, guys. Sorry I'm late. I've just took my sister home and had my head shaved. Wow.
That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. I need a haircut. Mine's a bit messy at the minute. I'm looking a bit like Boris at the moment. Oh, look at that. Wow.
It's all right. I don't know when. We need to find a local hairdresser.
Oh, well, I'll just take a clippers to it.
Yeah. We've got Steve131 in saying evening all. Evening, Steve. Hope you're well. Just trying to scroll down. No. Like I said, I'm quicker on my mouse. Oh no, now it's jumping. Right, stop. Right, thank you. Right, hang on a minute. No, I need to scroll up here. Sorry about this, guys. This is not me normally. It's got one of them sticky things, and it sticks on it, and yeah. Give me my desktop any day.
Yeah. I always work on a laptop, but I have a mouse under here that I connect to it because it's got that horrible touchpad. I hate them.
Yeah,
I'll grab my mouse out, plug it in.
We've got Ian at Pitstone Hobby says, hello, people. Hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Hope you're well. Ian Campbell, this was at the beginning because this was at 7:10, so it froze. So if it froze on my side, I do apologise. We have had everything switched on Virgin Media-wise. It's just, streaming and stuff. It's got all settled down. Normally, I'd be on an Ethernet cable to the router, but this is through Wi-Fi, so it's not always the best. D says, good luck with changing addresses, Mark. Well, luckily, it's more or less all done. I mean, before I moved, I did do a tick list of everything I needed to do. The problem is I forgot to print off that tick list and we moved. Now, the tick list is on the desktop computer and not on here, so I can't check it. Oh, dear. Crazy.
You're going to miss something. Hopefully, you haven't missed something, but you never know.
Okay. Ian Campbell says, keep freezing, could be me. How's it for others? And then some people are saying that it's all good. So, yeah, it might just be on Ian's side. Pitstone Hobby says, I'm not moving house until I'm in between part works, LOL. Hang on. People are to, so that was me with the group for, come on, sure. For Fan Home. Yeah. So I'm fighting with this thing, but I'm getting there. Hang on. D says screen withdrawals, Mark. Oh, yeah, I normally have 4 screens. Well, technically I have 5 now because I've got the big TV in here.
Oh.
Yeah. That there is the link for Partwork upgrades for the Chitty Bang Bang. And also Ian has put in a link for Partwork collections, which has over 2,000 products.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I still need to check that out.
Me and the wife went through quite a lot of it, and there was some quite nice stuff. So in the new year, we'll be looking to purchase some bits.
Well, you haven't done your under £50 challenges for a while.
I haven't. No, it's been a bit hectic with doing the part works and work and everything else. Haven't got round to doing that, so that is something that I'm definitely going to start again in the new year. So
okay. Peter Weber said, just join the group. Thank you, Peter.
Nice one.
And then we've got Ferrari 2000G. Anyone know what the D'Agostini Ferrari announcement in December will be?
No. No, I can't. No, I don't know what that is.
I know there's an Agora, possibly, but that's as much as I know. We had that on the last show, didn't we, with the little pictures they released?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe there's a Ferrari coming out.
I don't know. Kenneth says, afternoon, Mark and Kevin. You two are role model. I'm about done with stage 12 on the Nissan GT-R 35.
Nice one.
Wow.
Cool. Get in there.
And we've got John Bill's Iconic Military Models in. Say good
afternoon,
John. Everyone. Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Fantastic. Thank you for coming in. I've got my Bismarck back off John.
No,
I've got we ordered some really nice floating shelves for the Titanic and the Bismarck, so we can have them above the fireplace. So can't wait to get them up.
Yeah.
So there'll be more holes in this room than Swiss cheese. As I say. Ian Campbell says, ET Blueprint coming soon. 2 options, friendly or naughty. Wow.
Naughty?
Was there a naughty? Well, there was one when he got drunk.
Oh, right, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, there was he got drunk, didn't he, on one part? Or the one where he was hiding with all the teddies. I can remember that scene.
It's been a while. But yeah.
Yeah. Mark Thomas says, sorry I'm late. Have I missed anything about the Lancaster?
The only thing you've missed is the website should be live this week. So keep an eye out, people. The Lancaster website is up. I mean, at the moment, it's just a placeholder on it with the interest bar. You know, where you just put your email address for interest if you're interested. They did it with a Tumblr. Just like with a Tumblr, it will go live probably a week before it's due to come out. So sometime this week, because it's the first Wednesday in the new year, after Christmas, sorry, it comes out. I think it's the 28th.
I know.
The 28th.
I want to do 2 Lancasters.
2?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I want to do one on subscription.
Yeah.
Stock. And then I want to repaint one and repaint it into Just Jane.
Right, okay.
So what the livery of Just Jane is right now.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
The last? Isn't that the only surviving working Lancaster?
Okay, Dave at DS Models and Vintage knows this more than me. So there is one in flight that does fly, and then there's Just Jane, which is a restoration project that's been going on for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm aware, there's only 2 now in existence, which is the one that does the flying at the moment, and then there's the Just Jane. But Dave would have to. I can't remember where that. I think that's down in Lincolnshire, where Just Jane is located. But what I would love to do is, because they're modelling the Lancaster on Guy Gibson's Lancaster, and then I'd love to do a livery on Just Jane.
Yeah.
But I'd really have to do a lot of research into that one. But it would look awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it's
Quite a project.
DS Models knows more because he's a member of what he call the Lancaholics or something.
Right. Okay.
He knows all the information about that better than I do. So yeah. Kenneth says, I want to do the Nissan Skyline. So
yeah, we're all waiting.
My eldest son is 20 and he's wanting to do that. So
yeah, we're doing that. I'll be doing that here.
Yeah. Ian at Pittston Hobby says, oh, that Apache looks amazing. Yeah. I want to do a helicopter. I really want to do a helicopter build. So
it's one of those ones. There was 2 that everyone obviously wanted to do, and one was a helicopter. Obviously, the other one was a locomotive train, and the helicopter's out now. So maybe this will pave the way for more.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that no one has done a Huey, because it's quite basic, but it's quite recognizable. They use it in lots of movies.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously it's part of Vietnam War as well, and it could go well with the Willys Jeep as well. So
yeah. Well, at the moment, as a little plastic model kit, I'm doing the 172 scale Willys Jeep as well. So
oh, cool.
That's just to keep me busy while I set up. Burgess says, I managed to build some Eleanor today, so expect some videos this week, hopefully.
Nice one. Cool.
Burgess. We've got John's model making in saying, evening all. Evening, John.
Hi, John.
And then we've got Todd said, going to do the Apache and the Skyline for sure. Nice. I would do the Skyline myself, but I just cannot afford to do it. It's just beyond anything I can afford.
It's yeah. Luckily, I'm going to have some builds finished, so that will free up some cash. Obviously, we just had the Dodge Charger finished, so the funds for that one will now go onto the Skyline.
Yeah. D says, I'm not typing early next time, LOL. I don't know what it is. It's if you type early, I think you can type a couple of hours before, but if you type too early, it doesn't show up on StreamYard. So the only way for me to find out is to go onto either StreamYard really early or go into YouTube on the live really early. So it's strange how they do it. Burgess says it's going to be a struggle to not order the R34.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Ian says, don't forget World of Wayne, Chris Xmas quiz, 21st of December, 7 p.m. UK time. Yes. So, and then I will be there for that one, if I remember. So I'll have to say, yeah.
Yeah, nothing's going on here. I'll try and get in for that.
I think I'm free that night, 21st. I'll work it out. John Mullenmaker says, I'm out next week. Apparently something big is happening.
Oh.
Don't know that. And then we've got Patricia Jane Wards in saying, hi, everyone. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
Patricia, I can't say. I've got no top teeth, so yeah. That's why I have to be really careful when I say the chitty, yeah.
Chitty bang bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian says, yep, have done, Kevin. We'll do again. That's about the Part Work Awards.
Next one. Thank you, Ian.
He says, I also have it on my homepage.
Nice one. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
He also says you need a Part Work workshop.
Yeah, it would be nice. We've got a big garden as well, and there's nothing. All of our stuff is at this end, so we've got like a decking area with a gazebo on and stuff like that. At the back of the garden, there's nothing. There's actually big enough to put a huge sort of summer house.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's potential for me to do something like that.
I'd love to, but I'd be saving up for about 5 years to do it.
Yeah. It's getting the money together. It's getting the time, and I've just had workmen in doing the bathroom and the kitchen, and that was a bit of a nightmare in itself. So
it also is a little bit impossible when all these part work companies keep on releasing models that I really like to build. Yeah,
and I don't think it's going to get any easier next year.
Yeah.
No.
Ian says, haha, Mark, enterprise above, no swearing. No, there was none.
No.
I can get away with it. Peter says, I built all my builds on my lap in the living room, despite having a 20 by 12 hobby room. So I used to do them on the sofa, but I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, yes. I mean, it's funny how we've sort of evolved into like where we started and where we are, where we used to do it all on like, I mean, when I first started, I remember doing it on my iPhone.
Yeah.
That's how I started, just doing it on an iPhone and a little desk, and that's how I started. And I didn't even have a holder for it. It was handheld. I was holding it by hand, doing parts as well. So
you weren't even called the Nexus back then.
No, I was called the Geek Den because I'm a geek, and it was like a little den, and that's why it sort of. And then I did a massive rebrand and became the Nexus. But yeah, originally I was the Geek Den.
So yeah, Spider Screw says patiently for the Eiffel Tower. So, yeah.
It looks amazing once it's done. I've seen one lit up, and it looks awesome. It looks really good. But yeah,
A lot of patience. Ian says, on a serious note, Enterprise, has anyone attached the top to the main bit? Does it hold the weight?
Not yet. I don't think you. There's a part that goes between. There's a part that goes between the neck and the saucer section. It's like I think it's like a plastic guard that pulls up the docking latches, which helps it connect on. But you need that little plastic. It's like a plastic sleeve that goes over it that pushes them up. But you won't be able to do that until you won't be able to attach it until you have that piece. And I think you get that piece around issue 30 or 29 or something like that. And people are only on issue 27 at the moment. Right. And there is a delay with the Enterprise build as well. I think the next issue 28 is not due to get into the warehouse for a couple of months. I think it's like March. I could be wrong, but I think there was a post that put up about delays with some of the issues and the further issues going on. And I think the last 4 or 5 issues, there's a big gap to get them because they need to print the magazines and stuff like that. So there's a big delay. I think it's of about 2 or 3 months. So I think if you've got issue 27, the next time you get an Enterprise, it'll be February, March time, I believe. So it's quite a while away. Wow.
Patricia says, I'm on stage 62 of the build-up kit car. Wow.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a little bit past that at the moment, but it's under here. It's turning out to be quite a nice car. So.
Yeah. Todd says, shipping for the ET in the US/UK will start January the 24th.
It'll be Jan 24. So January next year.
Yeah.
I thought it was already started shipping. I'm sure I saw in the group that it was already started. I might have got mixed up with something else because there's so many. I mean, you've seen it, Mark, how many groups are going and everything else. It gets to a point where it all sort of blends into one and it's sort of, yeah.
Ian says, oh, Todd, is your site up to date with which builds are available in the UK? So, yeah, if you don't know, Todd does have his website where you can check all that out.
Yeah, it has all the stages, all the magazines and all the build instructions there as well.
As far as I'm aware, it's www.mypartworks.com.
Yeah.
Bobby Bates says, evening all. I'd like to wish Marks and Nexus a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby. Very Merry Christmas to you as well.
Yeah, same to you. Burgess says, my old room was so tiny I could touch both long parallel walls at the same time. Mine wasn't that small.
Yeah, it's not that small in here, but it's nearly that small. But I like it. It's my little room. So
yeah. Right. Todd says the saucer connection plate to the neck is not installed until issue 29, stage 111. So no one has tried it yet.
Yep. So just like just like I said, I think it's like I think it was around that sort of top area, sort of 29 and that. But yeah, you won't be able to connect the saucer without that plate. So yeah, you just have to wait. So no one will know that, like I said, until everyone's up to that stage, which I think's going to be like March next year. So maybe even longer than that.
Okay. We've got Anfield Road layout in the loft saying hi everyone. Hi Lee.
Hi Lee.
Peter Webster says Agora took payment 3 weeks ago on a contact them. He's going to contact them.
That was for the DB5. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I definitely know because some people have been commenting on the picture, come up on my feed. But yeah, someone has received pack 2 of the DB5.
Yeah.
So they have been shipped out. I think it's just taken longer because of everything else at the minute that's going on. There's a lot of, in Raw Mail at the moment, there's a lot of sickness. There's a lot of people off. A lot of people have left the job. A lot of people have retired. And it's caused massive amounts of problems. So,
you know what? Sometimes I just wish they'd say, right, come to the distribution centre if you really want your stuff that quick, and we go.
Well, they've actually they've started reducing the hours of the collection office now. So a lot of collection offices are only open for a few hours in the morning every day, where before they were open up all day until like 5 and 6 in the evening. A lot of them are now only open from 8 in the morning till 10. That's it.
Yeah.
For the whole day. So yeah, there's been a lot of changing.
Okay. Bobby says, has the next issues of the Bat Tumblr been sent out?
I don't know. I don't subscribe, but I should have got issue 42 this week, but it wasn't there. Like I said, there was a. I think did I mention it on the stream, or did I mention it before you coming on? That there's a supply issue with Hachette Partworks at the moment to the news agents. If you're a subscriber, there's not a problem. It seems to be to the news agents. There seems to be a bit of a supply issue. I don't know why, but yeah, maybe it's the time of the year. I don't know.
Ian says, Dear Gostini took money out of my account. I can't even recall subscribing to anything. LOL.
That's her old trick again.
Okay.
Models Day.
And then he says, to me, ship's assembly cushion being posted next week. Thank you, Ian. Fantastic.
Nice.
That's going to come in handy.
Yeah, you really do need one of those cushions. I didn't think. I mean, I took long enough for me to get one, and when I got it, it's absolutely amazing. I can't stress it enough. Get yourself an assembly cushion because they help massively, like really, really, and they help on your hands as well, especially when your wrists and you're tightening stuff. You know, there's less scratches on stuff as well. So yeah.
Right. Kenneth says, I'm taking my time with the Nissan GTR R35 because I don't want to have to order any replacement parts for it.
Yeah, that's always good to do.
Ian says, to see the naughty version of the ET Blueprint, visit my Facebook page. I'm going to do that after. Yeah,
I'll do that as well. I want to know what this is now. I haven't got a tablet here. I should put my tablet in.
Okay, Burgess says there are 2 flying and 1 taxiing Lancasters. The other flying one is in Canada, right? So yeah, I didn't know about the one in Canada, but I knew the ones that were in the UK. Yeah,
I've seen the one in the UK fly a few times, so I know, and I know that there was a lot of talk about it being the only flying Lancaster. Maybe it was the only flying Lancaster in the UK.
So. Kenneth says, this week is my last week before I'm off work till January the 2nd. Wow.
Nice.
You can come down here and help me build the studio. Stephen Belcher says there is 2 still flying, 1 in Canada, 1 is
BBMF
Lancaster. And then Ken Fairclough asks, is the Lancaster Partworks subscription only, or will it be available in shops also?
As far as I'm aware, it's going to be available in shops as well.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware. But I do believe that the subscription model is going to be the same as the Tumblr, where you pay 6 weeks and you get them like you pay 6 issues and you get them every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Instead of every month.
Okay. Scott Duggan says it's all about the new Batmobile for me next.
Nice.
Peter says it's just cost me $3,000 to have a new roof on my hobby room summer house. Wow. That's a lot. And then Burgess says, I heard of a workshop builder that shows up before you even ask him.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
And then Ian comes up with, who is that, Burgess? Do I know him? Yeah. All right, I'm going to try and get to this. Holic says, I was the same. I started the DeLorean and the R2 on the sofa stroke floor until I started YouTube on them from issue 7. So, yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah, we've all started somewhere.
Yeah. D says, well, before you guys sign off early, Merry Xmas both and your families also. Thank you, D.
Thank you, D, and to you too.
Ian says, plastic guard, do you think an afterthought, Kev?
plastic guard.
Yeah, for the Enterprise.
Yeah.
So do you think it's an afterthought that they've done it?
No. Oh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. No, it was always part of the build. It was never thrown in at the end. It was always going to be supplied. I think originally the docking latches were going to be on springs.
Right.
Originally. But the problem was it wasn't accurate because obviously the docking latches, they come down on the show after it's disconnected. But obviously with them, because originally I think it was supposed to clip down because on the top of the saucer section you've got the spring-loaded. On the on the top of the neck, you've got the two phaser strips that push down that don't do anything. Originally, I think that was to unclip. You'd push it down and it unclip the saucer section, and then that was sort of some. I think it was something that was on the prototype that didn't make to the final thing, but they left it. But yeah, it wasn't an afterthought, but yeah, it was always going to be a part of it. But I think it's like a plastic sleeve that goes over it, a clear plastic sleeve that pushes the latches up. Right. You sort of slide it in.
Okay. Burgess says, I still haven't heard anything about issue 11 of the Ecto 1.
I think there's a delay on the Ecto 1 as well.
Right. John's Muller Making says, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you, John.
And to you, John.
I'm just trying to catch up now because, yeah, chat goes crazy on this show. It really does. Right. So Kenneth says, I'm using Todd online instructions for the Nissan GTR R35 because IXO Collection don't give me an instructions book.
No, I think they're all on PDFs or online. Yeah. Just like with a lot of them now. Agora models are the same.
Yeah. Ian says we're seeing 11 thumbs up, chaps. So yeah, please get your thumbs up.
Yeah.
Just says I'm not a chap, so I don't need a thumbs up. Yay. Ian says, Kev, the shorter hours are not good for folk who need to post stuff. I've started to get everything collected if the damn Royal Mail site don't error, which it does.
Yep, it's it's gone downhill. I can't even defend it because it has. It's gone. This last year, I mean, my dad, my brother, my dad, we all work for Royal Mail, and this last year is the worst it's ever been. And my dad's worked for Royal Mail for over 40 years, and so it's the worst it's ever been.
Yeah,
and it's the worst I've ever known it to be there. And Burgess
says Kevin needs to start a part work shipping business. And Ken says, Mark, to make Just Jane from the Hachette Dambuster Lancaster involves a lot of modding. I know, but it would look so good if it did.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've nearly done an hour, would you believe?
Yeah. I know you've got to go off a bit early, ain't you?
Oh, I know. But it's been great tonight. It's been great catching up with everybody, getting their thoughts and feelings as we close out the year of 2023.
We will be back on Christmas on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
We'll be back on the first. Is it the 30th or the 31st?
It'll be the 31st, won't it? Sunday. In a couple of weeks.
Yeah. We won't be on next Sunday because you should go and spend it with your family and have all your friends around. It's Christmas Eve. Spend it with the kids and whatnot. So we won't be here Christmas Eve, but we will be here. We're going to do something. We don't know yet. It's tune in and find out. We're going to do something.
Yeah. Right. Well, I just wish to say Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody. Yeah. We'll catch you, like we said, in a couple of weeks' time. And thank you for everybody making the show the way it has been over the last few months. It's been fantastic. And long may it continue into 2024. Yeah,
it's amazing how the group started originally as like a Transformer review show. That's now turned into what it is. It's awesome. I love this. So yeah.
So all it pays me to say is I've been Mark.
And I've been Kev. Everyone have a nice Christmas, and we'll see you on the other side.
Bye all.
See you later.